All right, so here we are. So I'm going to take this point over and I'm going to graph it over here. Okay, so just sit tight. There you're good. My point is 2, 1. You don't see that over there at all? Troy, is that too light? Okay. Sam, what is my slope?
And
Well, what is it?
1 over 2.
A slope of.
I don't know.
Read it. It's up to read.
Oh.
You gotta see this.
Oh, 3, my bad, 3. That's what I
All right, so I'm gonna start at this point. I'm gonna go up 3 over 1. Up 3 over 1. I can also go down 3 to the left 1. Right there. And there is my line. I'm gonna use my meter stick because my graphing today has been not awesome.
That's what I did.
There we go. Okay, here's the line. I'll turn the lights on, you can see it. All right. Now, review. Slope-intercept form, we need 2 things. What are they?
X and Y.
Slope and intercept.
Slope and
Y-intercept.
y-intercept. M and
Y.
B. M and B, right? M stands for slope. What does B stand for?
Y-intercept.
There you go. Okay. So I need 2 things. Slope and y-intercept. Don't I know the slope?
That's 3.
3. This was given. Everybody say given. You need to focus on what you're given. Right now, we got a point and a slope. Halfway done. Check, done. I need this. So we're halfway. Now let's go to our first step. I'll turn the lights out. Give me 1 second. All right. Quick reminder, you need slope and y-intercept. I recommend you write it down. Okay. Step number 1. We need to find B. So what we will use is our point. All right, so you see how I have M checked here? I gave you that. We need to find B. That's why it's highlighted. So we will use the following. Y equals mx plus b. Looking at this equation and using our point, let's look and see what we have. What is y?
The y-intercept.
Nope.
No, yeah.
1. Okay, what is m? 3. And what is x? 2. And we're trying to find what? The whole point right now is to find b. Using our point, y is 1, slope is 3, x is 2. We are substituting to find b. And now you have a 1-step, well, sort of. 3 times 2. Right, so keep going. You need to now solve for b. And like you said, there is the work. And b is equal to -5. Subtract 6. Subtract 6. 1 minus 6 is -5. Let me make sure everyone is on the same page. What are we trying to find?
The y-intercept.
The y-intercept. So we're going to use the point that we were given, right? We were given a point, and we're going to plug in the x and y to use that to find b. Y is 1, x is 2, Our slope is 3. We can use all that info to find B. No, we're not done. What do the directions say? Somebody said it, right? And equation. All right, so here we are. So we've got M and B. B is -5. Check. This is the easiest step of all. No math needed. Here's your answer. y equals 3x minus 5. When I first taught you slope-intercept form, this is how I taught you. I gave you this kind of equation, and I said, visually, tell me the slope and tell me the y-intercept. You remember? No math here. The slope is 3. The y-intercept is what? -5. We're continuing on what we're using, okay? We're not graphing today, but do you think we're going to graph soon? Yes. Okay? So the equation has to look like this. Slope-intercept form. 2 things. Slope, y-intercept. All right, one more and I'm done, okay? Here's number 2. It's a little different. Write that down. Okay, directions are write an equation in slope-intercept form for a line that passes through 3, 1 and 2, 4. Whoever's paying attention, what's different about example 2?
Because you like 2x and y.
2 points.
Yeah.
What does it not give you? The slope. You see the difference? Given. What are you given? 2 points.
Wouldn't you like do like 4/2 and then divide that by just the slope is 2?
You're saying find the slope using the slope formula?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, hold on one second. We'll get there. It's really crooked. Let me fix that. There you go. All right, so let me go over to the graph. What's the first point? 3, 1, and 2, 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, here's our line. This is so bad. Okay, looking at the line, we don't have the slope. Is this a positive or negative slope?
Negative.
Negative. How did you know?
You look from left to right and then it's like going down.
Right. Left to right, this line's going down. Do I have a slope or y-intercept? Yes. No. Slope, we're missing both. But can't you find the slope of 2 points?
Yeah.
That's step number 1. Do it now.
4.
Is it,
Oh,
yeah.
y 2 minus 1.
Given 2 points, find the slope. I even labeled them for you up here. Now it's going to be negative. Do you see?
Yes.
It has to be a negative number. Looking at that line has a negative slope. When I do the math algebraically, I better get a negative number. Okay, Jenna, did you get it? What'd you get? -3 sounds good. Who else got -3? Good. So halfway slope is -3. All right. Now what do we need?
Beat y intercept.
Okay, aren't we in the same place as we were in example 1?
Yeah.
One difference though, we have an extra point. What do you think is going to happen?
You do it backwards?
No.
You do y1?
No. Now we have slope. We need to find b, which is where we were in the last problem. We can use either x, y, because how many do we have? How many points do we have? 2. Doesn't matter which one you choose.
Wouldn't it be like, y equals
Yes. So, okay. Does everybody see in red right here? I chose 3, 1. Could I have chosen this one?
yeah.
Yeah. Does it matter? No. So I labeled my X and my Y. Let me scoot this up a little bit. Here is where we are. We're trying to find B. Make sure you understand this step. This is really the only issue I have. Y comes from my point. What's Y over here? Y is,
-1.
no. Y,
Oh,
guys,
I have 1.
1. Our slope we found to be right here. What is our slope?
-3.
And X is,
The same x as using the 0.2 to get to y.
No, it's X is 3.
It's 3.
X is 3. Right, you gotta use the same point. And we're trying to find what?
The Y intersection.
Yep, do the math. Do it now. Who's got it?
I did
What'd you get?
9.
Try again.
9.
What'd you get?
10.
Who got 10? 10's right. Check your math. Here it is. -3 times 3 is -9. You add 9 to both sides. Don't forget the 1.
I did the other one.
You still should have gotten the same thing.
Did you even choose the 4?
If you use 2, 4, so if you, I'll write it up here.
Oh. I did 3 times 2.
Okay.
Almost 5.
4 equals -3 times 2 plus B. 4 equals -6. Yeah. Add 6. 10 equals B. Are we done?
No.
No, the directions say write an equation. There it is. All right. Any questions? Get your iPads out and go to page 228. 228. Okay, these are classwork.
2 to 8.
228, yeah. So I'm telling you to do number 1 and number 5. Number 1, mirrors. Mirrors, y'all know what that means, right? It's almost identical to the example 1 I just did for you. The given, remember I had y'all repeat the word given? You're given a point and the slope. Number 5 is just like my example 2, where your given is 2 points. All right, so use your notes. I should hear pages turning and or notebooks getting flipped. Look at these 2 examples to complete this. And do that now, and then you will have time to start your homework today. No, it's classwork.
So if we don't get it done in class, it's not homework.
You're getting this done. I haven't given you the homework yet.
Oh, we-
So what does CW stand for? You're so smart. Okay.
Why'd you add it that? All right, let's go over these.
Who's got number 1?
I got it.
All right, let's see.
Wait, actually, hang on.
You want me to come back to you?
Yeah, I forgot you had to like write them up.
Okay. Jackson, you got number 1? What'd you get? Give me the equation.
I had y equals 3x minus 12.
Y equals 3x minus 12. Sounds good. Here is number 1. You have slope, you only need b.
I got it.
Use the point given and find b and then write it. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
All right. And number 5. Who's got number 5?
I got it.
Sam?
I got, y equals negative 3x plus 9.
Sounds good. So here's number 1. Here's number 5. For this one, given 2 points. You needed to find the slope first, which is negative 3. Choose either point. There was one point that had a negative. I chose the other one. Okay? Doesn't matter which point you choose. Okay, I know we're tired. Let's wake up. Give me 1 more minute and I'm done. Okay? Find B and then write your equation. Oops. All right, here is your homework at the bottom. Let's see. Levi, read problem 22 out loud for me. Oh, no. Go to number 22. I'm going to help you with this last problem. It is a word problem, so you will be thankful.
Greg is driving a remote control car at a constant speed. He starts the timer when the car is 5 feet away. After 2 seconds, the car is 35 feet away. The linear equation is sloping to the point to find the distance d of the car from Greg, and b estimate the distance the car has traveled after 10 seconds.
Awesome. All right. So A just wants the equation. Okay. What you need to do and what you need to copy down is this table. All right. So you need points. All right. It doesn't give you any points, so I'm going to help you and give them to you. X and Y. X stands for T, time. Y stands for D, distance. So we're dealing with time, a car moving at a certain distance. Okay. Specifically, a remote control car. So X stands for time, Y stands for distance. The very last sentence in the problem says after 2 seconds, the car is 35 feet away. There's a point. 2 seconds, 35. Okay, there's one of my points right there. 2:35. Going back to the beginning of the problem, he starts the timer. So what time are we at? If you're starting the timer, you're at 0. So there's our time at 0. How far is our car away? 5 feet. There's your other point. 0.5 to 35. You have 2 points. What do you think you need to find? Slope. Now, this is where it gets kind of fun. Brings back chapter 3. You also need the y-intercept, right? You don't have to do the work for y-intercept. Look at your table. The y-intercept is right in front of you. What's the definition of y-intercept? When x equals 0. All right, your y-intercept is 5. You can do the work and you'll still get 5. Okay, you remember the definition? Y-intercept, you let x equal 0. Remember that? Okay. So A, you need to find the equation. B, you're actually going to take a time and plug it in. You're going to get so many feet. Okay, I really like this problem. And then you have 5 others. So you have 12, 14 minutes to do your homework. Take advantage. That's the most I've had today. So good job.